here with David Ireland, the writer and director of The End of Hope, The End of Desire, which opens on Monday, the 18th of April at Oranmore. Hi, David.
Hello.
So, The End of Hope, The End
Yes.
of Desire
Yes.
sounds like a fairly solemn play.
Yes, it is. It's very serious.
Right.
And, yeah.
Weighty.
Yeah, weighty.
Yeah.
It's full of weighty things. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's a strangely pretentious title for a very silly comedy. And I kind of, yeah, it's deliberately sort of, I think it was a joke I made to myself when I was writing it, giving it that title, and now that's about to go in front of the public. I don't really know if the title's suitable, but
at least people coming expecting it to be, you know,
yes.
bleak will be
pleasantly surprised. Yeah,
yeah,
I hope so. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a very silly comedy and hopefully a very funny comedy.
I think, yeah. Where did you get the idea from?
I'm not really sure, and even if I did know, I'm not sure I would tell you because it is a very it's a very strange play in many ways. Yeah, it's in the play. It's a man and a woman who meet over the internet for an evening of casual sex. And his name is. I feel rude even saying that, and the play is much worse than that. You know, so
don't be crying. You should write it.
But his name is Dermot, and her name's Janet, and they're very different from each other. They're from very different social classes, very different backgrounds. It's Belfast, the place, because I'm from Belfast, and so most of my plays are set there. And she's from East Belfast, and they meet in her house, and he's from another part of Belfast. And yeah, they wouldn't ordinarily meet except for these very, you know, because they have needs, I suppose. That's a polite way to put it. And yeah, so it's really about how they get through the night. But importantly, she is dressed as a giant mouse.
It's even funny when you say it.
Yeah, so you know, you find out why she's dressed as a giant mouse as the play goes on. But in terms of like where I got the idea for that from, I'm not really sure. I think there's a couple of possibilities, but I know that I was asked by Tinderbox in Belfast to write some sketches for the American elections, the ones that Obama got elected. And I had this idea for a play, a short sketch where Obama wakes up beside a giant mouse, and he can't remember whether or not he's had sex with it. And I thought it was pretty funny, but Tinderbox didn't really like it. But there was an issue of budgets that they couldn't, they wouldn't be able to afford a mouse costume or anything like that. So I thought I'll keep that. There's a play in there somewhere. And actually, I think my intention when I started writing it was going to be a bit like Schnitzler's La Ronde, where in La Ronde, normally in productions of La Ronde, it's always played by two actors, and they play about 15 different characters who all encounter each other in a sexual way. And that's a weird way to put it, but that's what happens in the play. Yeah, I thought I'll start with Dermot and Janet, with this mouse and this guy, and then I'll bring in two other characters, and in 45 minutes I'll get about 10 characters in. Didn't work out that way. Well, I got fascinated by Dermot and Janet, and they seemed interesting, and I thought that I could run the whole gamut of everything that happens in La Ronde with just these two characters, which is the intention. Because
it does take you.
Yeah, it is.
On
it is
a bit of a proper journey with them.
Yeah, it is a bit of a roller coaster ride as well. So hopefully people will find that entertaining and enjoyable.
Yeah. So you've directed this as well.
Yes, I have.
You're now David Ireland, writer, director, and actor.
Yes, I am a triple threat.
When you said
the actors Robert Jack and Abigail McGibbon, who are the two actors in the show, who are both brilliant, have started teasing me, basically, calling me triple threat because I'm now an actor and a writer and a director apparently. But we'll find out on Monday if I'm any good at directing. But yeah, it's been my first experience directing, and it's been way more enjoyable and way more exciting than I thought it would be. I was pretty scared a couple of days before we started, but no, I've really enjoyed it. But Robbie and Abby have made it very easy as well because they're so brilliant. I didn't really even have to block them or tell them where to go because they figured it out for themselves.
Don't say that, take the credit.
Well, you see, I'll get the credit, if it comes out well, I'll get the credit for the writing, so I don't need the credit.
Yeah, I guess that's part of the reason for it.
Or if it's terrible, you know,
yeah.
I'll get the blame, as rightly so.
Should it won't be. Yeah. What are you up to after this then?
Well, a play I wrote this time last year. I was working at Oranmore doing Tonight David Arnold Lecture Dancing Box, and I flew out to America to see my play, which is coming to Glasgow next month. So it's a play I wrote about a year and a half ago, called Everything Between Us, which is a comedy as well, but a very black comedy, and it's about a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Yeah, it's on at the Tron. Manifesto, that's right. Yeah, that's me trying to plug it.
Yeah.
And I've just been appointed playwright in residence at the Lyric in Belfast,
well done.
which is great news. So thankfully I'm fairly busy.
Brilliant. And you're back based in Glasgow now. So
Yes, I am.
Scottish-based actor, director and writer.
Yes. I kind of have to spend half my time in Glasgow and half my time in Belfast. But they're my two favourite cities in the world.
Best
so
both.
yeah. Although having said that, I've never been to LA or New York, so maybe if I went there, they might be my favourite city. But of all the cities I've been to, Belfast and Glasgow are my two favourite.
Good. Yeah. Super.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Nice talking to you.
You too.